Hello everyone, so we're going to learn how to play my version of Sunday Best by Surfaces. So first thing we're going to do is we will pull up the lyrics and chords so we can look over that. So right here we've got all the lyrics there, and then just in the top here, right underneath the title, we have the chord progression. And if you notice, we've got the capo on the 5th fret to match the recording version. Oh, seems that is missing a 7th. There we go. Now that is the chord progression exactly as it should be. And we've got a capo on the 5th fret. So I'm going to take my capo and put it on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. And then I'm going to look at those chords and I'm going to say I don't recognize any of those chords. So I'm going to go and look them all up, and voila, I've looked them all up. You can do this online very easily. So now I'm going to try and go through the chords. So I see we've got that A7. So we're just playing the bottom 5 strings and skipping that first one because it's got that X there. So that's our A7. And then we've got this, or A minor 7, I'm sorry. And then we go on to our D minor 7, where we skip the first 2 strings and we just play the bottom 4. And then we've got 1 finger on the 2nd fret, and then 1 finger on the 1st fret. Now if you notice, there's 1 finger in 2 places there. I'm going to stop this sharing for just a second so you can really see. You just take 1 finger and put it over both of those. So usually you kind of take your finger and point it. This time we're going to make it flat to hold over both of those at the same time for just the last 2. And then we have this in the chord as well. And that's our full chord there. And then we go back to the other chords and we have a G7 coming next. So we can see we're using all the strings this time. Bottom string 3rd fret, next string 2nd, and then on the very last string, the 1st fret. So that's going to sound like that. And then we've got a C add 9. This shape is the one that I prefer when playing this song, because it's a lot easier. You just take that G7 shape, and you take these 2 fingers and move them down a string. And then you just add 1 on the 3rd fret on that 2nd to last string there. And then you get that. And then if we go through all of the chords, this is another way to play the C add 9 chord, as it's called. But like I said, I prefer this one. I think it's a lot easier to move to. Then if we go through the whole thing, we've got A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, and then C add 9. And then if you want, what you can do is you can make it a little bit funky by using your fingers to kind of pluck the strings. So when you're using your fingers for the guitar, generally you kind of ignore the pinky and you don't use that so much. So we're just going to focus on these 4 fingers. And we're going to put our thumb on the lowest sounding string, and we're going to pluck that first just to get the bottom of the chord. And then we're going to take our other 3 fingers and pluck the next 3 strings. So we're skipping that top one there. You can see that's where my pinky would fall, but we're skipping that one and just doing these middle strings here. So I do thumb and then all the other fingers at once. Then if we're moving to that D7, we remember that one, the bottom string is going to be here as we're skipping the first 2 in that chord. So we're going to move my thumb down to there and then do the same thing, pluck that, and then the next 3 strings. And then this is where it gets a little weird. So you want to keep your last 3 fingers on these strings as you switch to that G7, but then you do still want to pluck the lowest note in that chord. So you want to go lowest string and then the top 3 strings. So just to repeat that, lowest and then the top 3. And then for that C add 9, we go back to doing those middle 4. And again, we're doing the what's called the bass note and then the rest of the chord. Alright, so that's going to take a lot of time and practicing, but I'll just play through it really quick, and if you want to, you can try and play along with the chord progression. So remember, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C add 9. And that's going to be the pattern that we do, and it goes with every line of this song. So I'll do it so you can watch how my fingers are moving through and try and get a little better view of the guitar. And try and play along if you can. Feeling good, like I should. Went and took a walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way around it. Everyone falls down sometimes. You just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good, like I should. Went and took a walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way around it. Everyone falls down sometimes. You just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good, just like I should. Went and took a walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Alright, so I hope you guys have fun trying to play that and learn it on your own.